When we were doing Yog Nidra. Okay, so continue with Yog Nidra. So we were on the second aspect of the subconscious healing and development, which is after breath, you need food. Food, so either foods or drinks. Whatever you put in your body, you become. So a baby to 80 kg person, what was the difference? So it was only food and drinks. So you put in your body, whatever you put in will become. That's what it will become. So you have to be very mindful. You understand the physiology or the body system. There's nothing to do with ideology or belief systems. What your body accepts is what is it's made for is what you should eat. And being a human, there's for the responsibility. The freedom comes with responsibility. So be mindful of the climate, be mindful of what we are doing to other beings. Are we just killing things just to feed our taste buds? So you're a human being. So be aware of what you put in your mouth, and food digestion starts in mouth. Okay, so most of the processes start in the mouth. So you have to know how make sure you chew your food. And lots of colored foods like red, purple, blue, green, these have meanings. They have different components in them which help with your physiology, like heart rate, your brain function. Lots of things are control your blood pressure. It starts in the mouth. So know how to make sure you have this type of food. Your food pipe this time, like 40 centimeters. After it goes through your mouth, you don't have any control of what happens to your tummy. So the loops of bowl, 8 meters large, small bowl, all these twists and turns of food, it's a very long system. So long intestinal system is suited for vegetarian food. Okay, so vegetable things, meat and things require smaller intestinal system, like animals which are carnivores, they have short intestinal system. That kind of food needs to come out quicker. Okay, so that is the reason why our system is made for mainly. And so ethically, morally, you have to think, at the moment, more than 80 billion animals get killed a day. It's actually very unfortunate, and the amount of space is required on Earth. Deforestation for cattle farming and all those things. Antibiotics for chicken and all these things. So you have to think of what we're doing. Don't be blind because you are a human being. And there are 38 trillion bacteria in your tummy. These bacteria feed on like what's called cellulose. So you have to have high fiber food, which comes from fruits, vegetables, fermented foods, yogurts, and stuff. So that is the reason why what you need to know at your microbial population directly controls your health. So be it your mental health, okay, it's directly connected to your brain through vagus nerve system. What type of food you have in your body, or you can become dependent on food to make you feel either happy or indulge in more food when you become sad. So that can be very detrimental to the body. So you have to be in control, not that the food starts to be your master. Okay, so good food will promote good immune system. 70% of your immune system is in your tummy. 50% of the good hormones like endorphins, serotonin are secreted in your tummy. And these have direct impact on you. If you drink lots of soda or acid food, eating meat-based refined foods and things, your bacteria gets killed. And once the reduction in bacteria, then you get exposed to a lot of inflammatory type of diseases, allergic type of diseases. Your body becomes hyperimmune, thyroiditis, lung disease, kidney disease, skin disease, brain disease, all these things, dementia, heart disease, all these things happen. Actually, now microbial health is one of the major, most important part of health that is being understood as how it causes diseases in your body. So that is the reason why you should actually make sure you have lots of vegetable. home food is better than cooked outside because of the oil and stuff, not refined, not reheated foods, but more fresh food, little food, but cook at home is much better because of the bacterial population that it promotes in your tummy. Now bring your attention to the sides of your tummy. There's a bean-shaped structure called kidney. It again 99% of it is subconscious. It filters your blood microsecond, like heart pumps every microsecond. Your breath without you realizing. Same with kidney does the thing. But if you are conscious, you make sure you are aware of not drinking poisons and things and damaging your kidney will function much better. Urate is the bladder. Because if the whole excretory function poisons that are get taken out is through this process. The other thing is by sweat and by breathing. Okay, so you have to make sure your environment, like animals do, they try and keep it clean in their way, whatever they understand. Human being has to have take bigger responsibility to keep your environment clean, and that's why we do yajna. So yaj and other things that are done, which should be done in every home, is keeping your environment clean. Whatever you breathing out, your sweats and other stuff, the dirt that we produce, we need to, as human beings, need to clean it. So that's why we need to do yajna. It's a selfish act, in terms of cleaning your environment and other people's environment too. Now bring your attention to the tips of your finger, to the wrist, to the elbow, to the shoulder, back of your neck. Follow the spine downwards to your bum, behind your thighs, behind your knees, behind your calves, right to the sole of your feet. Come up in the front, ankle, calves, knee, thighs, spine area, left side. It's called Ida, which is related to the positioning of moon. Okay, so the moon has huge impact. So now what called the Indian Chandrayaan 3 has landed on the southern aspect of moon, the dark side of moon. It's found oxygen there. As soon as it finds hydrogen, people can live there. Hydrogen with oxygen will make water. And with water you can live. You can have a civilization. So they found sulfur, they found oxygen, few other things, titanium and stuff. So within a week that has happened now. So all these things, understanding the space and beyond is part of the human's role. That's why you are a human being and not an animal or a plant. So this evolution will keep happening. And if we as humans don't actually keep up with the technology and advancement, there is a separation. Then you become left out. And eventually, many generations later, that group of people won't exist even. People will only exist which have the capability of understanding at this level, refinement and evolution. Because human life is supposed to be there. It's like, the survival of the fittest, you'll get extinct if you keep remaining at this phase of not wanting to learn and acquire better technology and be more successful. You get left behind. So it's in our interest, in our generations to come, that we evolve, keep evolving. Now the right side is called Pingla, which is associated with positioning of moon, sun. So circadian rhythm, and as I said, the Aditya spacecraft that's going to now try and see what happens with the sun flares. We are getting more and more sun flare now coming from sun, which has a lot of energy in it, electromagnetic frequencies. This is driving the change in human mental capacity as well. We are going through different phase, which is called cosmic cycle, not Earth cycle, but within the space. There is evolution happening. People are becoming more conscious and understanding of their role as human in terms of the creation and asking more questions rather than living very basic lives as animals. So there's a huge change happening. We like it or not, but you can't change nature's law. We are part of it. So breathe again, deep breath. And now, so the sun aspect has a direct impact on your endocrine gland, pituitary gland, which secretes hormones, dilates the blood vessels. So oxygenation happens. And same goes with your breath. So all these different hormones has is the reason how you grow. And then below that is called pineal gland, which there's a rhomboid crystals in it. It actually connects with you in an electrical magnetic sequence or manner to the environment and beyond. Thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, this immune system, the stem cells in your body, they're sitting there. If we don't know how to tap or express them, you don't use them. Your body heals itself. If you know how to tap into the abundance of its own reserves or called stem cells. So your system is, that's why we do breathing exercise and other exercises, because it helps you ignite your bone marrow, mada, maja, asti, stem cells to make you healthy, which will help your adrenal glands be balanced. So cortisols are not very high. And when you need adrenaline and other things, it is secreted in the appropriate time, not every time of your day. That will cause destruction and disease in your body. So that's balanced. The fight, flight cells is balanced by what's called rest, repair, regeneration of vasovagal tone, which starts in the brain. So these activities are very important in terms of stimulating your process in the body of actually being repairing your body. Okay, so your pupil dilator, your beauty of your face, your heart rate, your breath, your peristalsis or food movement, your pancreatic juice secretion, gallbladder, spleen, kidneys, all these functions happen subconsciously, not through your control. But if you are able to relate to your body at that point, then your physiology, your body functions becomes much better, you are healthier. Because if you don't know how to look after this body, how will you look after your inner part, your soul? This body first needs to be healthy. That's why you are given this body to actually do utmost to your ability as to what a human being can do. So then your systems are all balanced. Now bring your attention to your two eyes. With your third eye, to look at your two eyes, the limitation of it. The closed eye sees much more. I'm taking you to the right of your inside of your body. With your open eye, you can't see your body, and we have to put endoscopes and tubes inside or do MRI or scans to see. But with your eye, it's very limited. But your closed eye can see inside. Same with hearing. Same with your taste buds. Same with your touch. These senses can be then expanded in its ability to do things. And then your activities that you do, either excretory function, reproductive function, your talking, your ability of work, is much higher level expression happens. So the body will behave and function in a much higher level. Now, take your attention to your tailbone, where we started in the beginning. There's this serpent-like energy follows from tailbone right to the top of your head. If you go the other way around, tailbone towards the feet, then there's no limit of destruction of yourself in terms of criminality and wrongness that you can do. But if you bring it up, your material life progresses, abundance of wealth and health will be good. And if you keep going up your chest and further up to your throat and all the way to the crown, then eventually your ability to actually connect yourself to the part of the universe itself, the abundance that is there, the language of communication with that is through your thoughts and mind, not through your physical body, because it's limited capability, it can't even fly. So the ability to communicate and tap into that abundance comes through the thought processes, your mind. So your mind is three types. One is this mind that gives you thought. Then the mind is of your heart type, which is the coherent. If that combines with your brain, you can connect in the outer atmosphere. And the third type is the gut, or the inner driving machine, where you can connect yourself all the way beyond to the ultimate point of where the creation starts. So this is the ability of this human body. Okay? So understanding in Yoga Nidra, this exercise is actually helping you tap into your subconscious level. And that is where then the difference starts happening to you. Physical Dominance and things is limited in its ability because it's controlled by the gravity. It sits on the earth only. So it's very confined in how far you can take it. So breathe deeply. Deep breath. Now, express yourself in terms of the different levels. So those physical levels to the subatomic level still is physical. It's called ethereal body. Your subtle body or the mind, the thought process is a different level. It's called Suksham Sharira. And that is what you can expand on. So if you take yourself for a while, say for example, look at yourself from the ceiling now, because you are rested now, your brain waves is down, you can take yourself out and look, your body is like a physical, only a truck or a car, but you can see yourself from out now. And if you keep going up to the International Space Station, 500 kilometers above Earth, you see how Earth is spinning now. You don't have the capability on the Earth to realize even that. But if you're there, you watch. Zero gravity means the speed of that position and Earth is same. So it becomes zero. Not that there is no movement. Earth is moving around 22,000 kilometers per hour. It twists around 16,000 kilometers per hour. Nothing is static. You can't say, I have my own rules and I'll make rules. No, you are just a nobody in relation to the rules of the nature. The positioning of moon, positioning of sun, the distance of sun, moon, all have impact on your body and physiology. And beyond that, the Milky Way, the dreamland, the place where the sun takes this universe and moves. It takes 250 million years, one cycle. And we have done 25 cycles. Midway through, there's another 25 cycles. And then at the end of it, it will collide with Andromeda, which is another universal context in this space that we are. And it will go 5 billion years from now. It will be finished. And the cycle continues. But this is not the only place. There are many like this. There are hundreds of galaxies with hundreds of universes like this, of trillions, not hundreds. So feel this, your role of who you are, why you are on earth, what's the meaning of this life. Then you will start finding the understanding of not only this body, but the universe, the positioning, what's called Makar Santi, how the movement of this cycle is having impact on human beings on earth, or what's called event horizon, where in that position we will move out of this time and space limitation, masses, energy, wave, particles, quasar, the black hole. That position, there's no limitation of your time there. You are part of the space. And at the moment we are third dimension. That's why we are limited in capacity. There it becomes fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and the brain can live up to 11 dimensions. So the capability of the human body is up to 11 dimensions, which is like living in a cosmic horizon, 15 million light years from here. That you can relate to them. There is what is called nothingness at that level. So it's called dark energy. So light matter is 17%, dark matter is about 20 something percent, and the rest is dark energy. So that is where the whole basis of quantum physics, quantum energy, unified field, quantum jumping, quantum tunneling, and all this impact that you can bring to your body in terms of development happens. It's all part of this yogic process, and people who are able to achieve are going through this process. That's what they do to themselves. They might be born from past types of karma that they are like Elon Musk or someone who is already progressed so far. But other people like us, simple people, they have to do these practices to reach there. Everybody has that capability. So bring your thought energy back to your body, feel the process of what you went through. This is a healing process. It's an enlightenment process. First, you involve, bring this knowledge in. When the knowledge is consolidated, then you'll evolve. Then you'll be able to answer those big questions like so. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, out. Okay, so that's called Yoga Nidra. And It's as I say, if you are able to do this, you won't need to sleep that much even then, because sleep is a default mechanism to be to heal your body. You need 7 8 hours. If you're not doing these kind of exercises, you definitely need to actually sleep that much. But if you are doing it, if you are able to do this exercises, yoga nidra, then you actually are healing your body much faster. So it has huge amount of impact. Okay. So now to the remaining part of, and now after you've understood what it means, your body beyond your physical limitation, then you can actually apply breathing exercises now, because breathing exercise does deals with, apart from your physical movement and muscles that are involved, is more about your subtle body, that component, suksham sharira, where your thought processes, how they are thought becomes electrical energy. It goes through your cells in your body at a cellular level. It produces chemicals in your body, neuropeptides, neurotransmitters. Eventually, it has an impact on your DNA even. So it's called epigenetics. Genetics is a blueprint only. It doesn't mean that's what will happen to you in your life. It's the epigenetic, it's the thought processes. It's the food, the environment, plus more importantly, how your body system behaves. So it's a thought that has an impact eventually in amplifying good genes, or doing the wrong things. You are always negative, you are always angry, you are fighting, you are never happy, you have no compassion, you have no humility, you have no thankfulness in life. You'll destroy your genes in your body. With that, the health goes. So it has a direct impact on your physical health. But obviously, you can't evolve as a human being. You are actually going down and down then. So it's your choice. Nobody is, it doesn't, and nobody can make the difference. It's only you as a person who wants to either be healthy, has abundance, evolves, and does things. Nobody else is responsible for that. Parents actually, even it's the children who choose parents. So in the context of cosmic, the whole universe, how creation happens is at that level chosen by energies that come through, say, for a human birth or animals or plants creation. These are all part of the cycle of universe itself in terms of expressing or making sure there is proper judgment of what happens is balanced, and it will happen not in this lifetime, maybe in another lifetime, in terms of different species or different places where you get born. Say you were born in Australia, obviously you are very living here, you are very fortunate. But this life then becomes even more responsible for you to make sure you do more, because you have benefits already to start off. But if you don't do that and you are going and only creating things in a selfish manner, then you are really doing a very unfair to your own energy form of the self that you are. And this is now scientifically accepted by called parallel universe. That self of you is already there. So this is expression in a physical manner of knowing on a planet like Earth how to live the life. But beyond that, your energy form is already there, which eventually, not maybe this birth, second, 8, 9, 10, 100 birth, finally you'll dissolve in that energy form of what you are. And but if you want to get that abundance and be at that level, you can actually start doing things now. So you can really become that self that is already there. So that's what happens if you are evolving. Not that there's God is coming to do something. There's your form of what is within the universe is already existing. Okay, so the yogic techniques, yogic practices are far deeper in terms of what he's trying to do. Physical relaxation and good health is very small, tiny component of this. But if you keep being practice, being disciplined, the limit is it's limitless. And the best part of this whole thing is that it might even in this lifetime make you merge with your true self, that is what is the energy self of you, not this the physical body or the Newtonian way of looking at things. It's limited, okay, in that. So now to refine or move further, you have to keep breathing, use breathing exercises, because that goes to the core of you, core, the breath. It helps with your thought process alignment. As I said, the thought is the electrical impulses and the communication to the universe in itself. So start with Bhastika. So breathe in and out through your nostril. So you're moving your belly button out and in. Okay, so when you breathe in, your belly button gets pushed out. When you're breathing out, it gets squeezed in. So try and keep doing this in a rhythmic manner. If you can't do it sitting, you can use your hand. Also Bhastika Pranayama. Deep breath in, good oxygenation. You are exercising deep muscles in your tummy, pulling all the muscles around your tummy, on the back, on the shoulder, on the back of your neck. So even more hard, it's harder than doing the physical exercise, is breathing exercises, because it pulls your muscles, core muscles, deep to yourself. And your obviously the oxygenation, the breath has direct impact through the blood, but through your mind as well. The thought processes are controlled. So the next is called Agnisar. So breathe deeply, breathe out all, hold the breath and push your tummy in and out. Okay, so do again. Breathe in, out. Hold, teaches you how to hold your breath, okay? Increases the mm, tone of your muscles deep inside your tummy. You'll be able to do those asanas even nicely. Okay, so next one is, so we did Muladhara, Agnisar. Now let's do breathe in through your throat. Feel the energy as it breath goes through your throat area, yeah? So like that. Ujjayi Pranayama. The variation of it, put your chin on your chest, so even increases the intensity. Lift your neck, close your right nostril, breathe out to the left. Okay. Vibrations you can feel the breath. So it's very, it gives you energy because it stimulates all this neurovascular bundle up your chest here. All these blood flows, nerves are here. Now, now do this roll tongue and breathe in through. Put the tip of your tongue on the upper part of your mouth, palate, and breathe out. So like in. Now, have your teeth together like this. Breathe in and breathe out. Now breathe in, breathe out, put your tongue out. Now, Avayantarbriti, full breath in, and then full breath out, Vahibriti, and then you hold the breath, which is called Vaikumbha. With that, you close all the orifices, the Mulban, Jalandan, Udanban. Just be in this space where there's nothing. Try as much as you can be in there. So suddenly you'll find yourself that for the first time in your life, you have no thoughts. And as I said when we were doing Yoga Nidra, if you are in that nothingness level, that is where abundance is for everything, anything and everything. So find that. Okay, so breathe in, Abhantar, Vaibhiti, Vaikumbha, how? When you can't, then breathe in deep, slowly. Follow the path from the Mooladhara, Swadhisthana Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Nashika, Dalat, Trikriyajana, Sahasra, Brahmadra, all the way. This is the showering of your internal systems, which is done by breath. What are done outside your body? The breath cleanses your inside. Yes, so again, out, out, out. Yeah, when you have some time, you can do it in your own time. Very, very powerful in terms of helping you connect yourself to the deepest level of who you are and who you feel anyway. Now we'll do Kapalbhati. So Kapal, metaphorically, your top of your head, reopening the connection from what is your top. Yeah, it's open. When a baby is up to 2 years, the top of her head is still open. It communicates, smiles, laugh, nobody knows why. Child is 2 years, then starts talking, and that part is closed, and there's no further communication. So your journey of your life is reopening this, and so these exercises, yogic thing, help you reopen metaphorically the kapal. There's no point opening that skull when you are dead. You're dead, you're dead. So people do it, and you're dead, they go open it up before cremation. But it's meant to be meant to be open within your lifetime. So your communication with the universe. So that's how it happened. Kapal Bhati, pranayam, helps you actually connect each of those centers, the energy centers from Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anaha, Vishuddhi, Trikuti, Ajna, and top Sahasra, where the Muladhara, where the Kapal connection is. So try and do this exercise. Keep your back straight as much as you can help yourself by putting yourself like the wall of the room or the chair or something. Just keep your back straight and you breathe out. This is called breathing out exercise. All the others were breathing in and out, holding the breath. This is exhalation. Breathe out. So you push your belly button in, and the air comes out through your neck. Sorry, your nose. Keep focusing on that. Don't focus on breathing in. Breathing in happens naturally with the vacuum that's created. So yeah, support your back, push. Now, in the beginning, it is hard because muscles are pulled. It's painful. It requires concentration. It requires you to sit straight. There's lots of things, but don't give up. Keep doing it because if you keep persisting for 5 up to 10 minutes, if you go to 10 minutes, then it becomes rhythmic and there's no pain, and you are connecting to yourself at a very deep level. So try and keep pushing yourself to do it. Okay, you don't have to be completely correct in the way you do, but do it at your own speed. You don't have to compete with anyone or you. Just do it in yourself. Okay, so go this way. Let's keep going there for a while. When I was young, I used to get a lot of allergies, a lot of congested nose and things. But since I've been doing breathing exercises, even in winter, it comes and goes, and touch wood. I don't get any of these things. Just remain. It keeps on going like this. There's no problem. The breath exercises are very helpful. as I said, if you get into the rhythm, then you can keep doing it, but there is not enough time, yeah, to stop somewhere. Now do Anulom Vilom, breathe in through the left nostril, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left. Now continue doing this. Now very quietly do it. Don't make even a noise in your nose. In through the left, hold it, out to the right, hold, in to the right, out to the left, in to the left, out to the right, in to the right, out to the left. And so your brain waves here, obviously in the morning it is very easier because your brain wave is already at an alpha level. Beta is about 22, 25, 28 hertz. So it's very difficult. In the day it becomes like that. But early morning it is lesser. But if you do yoga and breathing exercise, it moves from beta to alpha, it's called. Alpha is around 7 to 14. So that's relaxation. But if you want to meditate, you have to come into delta. So delta is between 4 to 7. So it becomes hypnotic stage. It becomes where you can actually connect to yourself deeply. So that's why it takes so much time. So you do this rhythmic exercising, mindfulness, you do yoga nidra, then breathing exercise, then you are coming down to the level of almost delta. And delta is like a child level of brainwave because that's how they can learn so fast. You find language, whatever you give them, a child will learn up to 7 years of age because their brainwave is at that level, which is very, very receptive of learning. So in adult, that's why it's very hard to relearn things. But if you want to reprogram yourself for bigger reasons and things, then this is the process of actually doing yourself, bringing up to this stage. Now at this level, then you can actually take advantage because now you can connect yourself deep within because the thought processes are down. Your brain is not a monkey mind, more like a monk mind now. So you connect to the ultimate energy that everything arises from, that we all are expressed from. So there's a road, a cat or a dog or a plant, a human, whatever, whoever you are. You are part and parcel of this whole expansion of energy forms. So your own energy person that you are beyond this physical body, connect to yourself. That at this level, then you can start actually trying to connect. Otherwise, it's very hard. So breathe in deeply. Say the primordial sound of the universe itself. Feel it like from the lower level, Muladhara, then it will be Manipur. So Brahma Sarup means creatives. So root chakra, Vishnu or Lakshmi Sarup. So that means material success. You want abundance of wealth. And the third aspect of is the Shiva Shakti. So that Brahman, that energy form of that person you are. So it comes in that three Om sign, or when you express Om. Ah, Om. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि यो यो न प्रचोदयात्। संकल्प। हे परमपिता परमात्मा, आपने विभिन्न दुखों की निवृत्ति के लिए और आपके पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति के लिए अपने पूर्ण शक्ति से आपकी शरण में आए। आप कृपया करके हमें संपूर्ण दुखों को दूर करके हमें पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति कराइए और आपकी कृपा हमारे ऊपर सदा बनी रहे। Pratihara is your fourth dimension if you want to connect to your fourth dimension level, and then beyond that fifth, sixth, which is basically detachment, dissociation. Oh. To remind yourself of who you are, what we're going through. I'm not this body, I'm not this mind. Yeah? मैं शुद्ध आत्मा, मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। मैं पांच तन्मात्राएं, पांच रूप रंग स्पर्श गंध शब्द, पांच senses हमारी जो 10 senses है, we are not any of these things. I'm not this body, I'm not this mind, but I'm the divine, I'm the soul, I'm the prana, I'm the life, and I'm part and part of it. So remind yourself of what we were talking earlier and feel that what you are. Okay? The body keeps changing, mind keeps changing, emotions keep changing, but I, who the real person is, never changes. Okay? So Vishuddhi Atma, Chetan Swarup, one of the five primordial, or the five subtle, or the 10 senses, the mind, memory, ego, or intelligence. So detachment, true detachment. Oh. So how do you maintain this detachment and to feel the meditative aspect of you? And that is called Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. So concentration, meditation, and transcendence. So that level. Ooh. The pathway or there's a highway and there's multiple other pathways. You can see, and everybody at different levels of understanding, and there's nothing wrong or right. It's just a process, a journey. So I've been doing this for more than 30 years now. So at this stage, I can associate more abstract with more abstract energy itself. So if you can come to that level, it's good. Or you can do your own way, whatever little way you can focus your mind into taking the next plunge, keep doing it. का पहला अर्थ स्वर व्यापक, स्वर शक्तिमान, स्वर अंतर्यामी है, जन्मानंद बने हुए का नित्य पवित्र सृष्टि करता, उसी की स्थिति प्रार्थना उपासना करने योग है। धर्म अर्थ काम और मोक्ष की प्राप्ति हो। ब्रह्मचरी, गृहस्थी, वानप्रस्थ, संन्यास की पूरी जो यात्रा है, पूरी की पूरी है। हमारे में ब्राह्मण, हमारे में क्षत्रिय, हमारे में ही शुद्ध, हमारे में ही हम वैश्य हैं, अलग से नहीं, सब कुछ हमारे में। नौद्रिप आकाश, वायु, जल, पृथ्वी, हर काल, हर समय, हर जगह, हर मोड़, हर स्थिति में उपस्थित 24 गुण, 33 कोटि या 5 क्रिया बनाने वाले, चलाने ईश्वर, आप अनंत काल से अपने उपकार, अपने आशीर्वादों की वर्षा करते, प्राणी मात्र के संपूर्ण कामनाओं का शिक्षण पूर्ण करते हो। हमारे लिए जो कुछ शुभ तथा हित करे उसे आप बिना मांगे स्वयं हमारे झोली में डालते जाते हैं। आपके आंचल में विचल शांति तथा आपके चरण चरण की शीतल छाया में तृप्ति है, शाश्वत सुख की उपलब्धिता, सब विदेशी पदार्थों की प्राप्ति में संतुष्टता दिखाई। अब स्तुति, प्रार्थना, उपासना करो, हमारी बातचीत का श्लेष्मा की प्राप्ति हो, जागृत से। So the creator, organizer, the generator, the protector, eventually the destroyer, the Milky Way will merge with Andromeda 5 billion years from now. For eternity, they'll keep showering your blessings, your desires of the Indians are always fulfilled by whatever is good and beneficial for us. You provided us without asking, provide our wisdom, happiness, peace and contentment, love and affection, dispel of illness, weakness, and vice, May we always remember to seek, pray, and submit ourselves in that arms of the benevolent and compassionate Creator, the universal energy. May we be like the lotus flower. We live in this material world, acquire the expression of whatever and the fulfillment of whatever is required in this physical body, but not be attached to it, but seek that energy form of yourself. Remove narrow-minded, selfishness, affection, lust, anger, jealousy, hatred, violence, ill will, negativities of our life. का दूसरा अर्थ है सर्वरक्षक आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आध्यात्मिक पृथ्वी लोक वनस्पति देवलोक स्थूल शरीर सूक्ष्म कारण शरीर. So it's gross body or ethereal body, then the subtle body, and then the causal body. जाके रातों सांझ मार सके ना कोई बाल ना बाका कर सके जो जन पेंगे. So you're that sheep, you're the avenger, you're the protector at every place of our existence, whatever level, earth level, or within this body, or beyond this. There's no randomness, there's no accidents. So everything becomes coincidence, and there's serendipity or synchronicity. There's symphony, harmony at every level of whatever we do there. The hemostasis. So the Schumann resonance of the universe, which is 7.32 Hertz, gets connected to you when we say, oh, that's where it relates with the Schumann resonance. Or your temperature of your body. It's very finely balanced, 37.5. Or the pH of this body, the alkaline and the acidity of it. Neutral level, 7.32. It's very finely balanced. So that level of hemostasis is very fine balance.
Exactly.
So you acquire that magnetism, yeah, at your physical level, at your mental, or material and spiritual level. Then you'll find that abundance. Then you don't have to work that hard. The 80% is actually through your inner self that you can acquire all the greatness and abundance. 20% should be the strategies and the hard work. But at the moment, we are doing the other way around. We are using 90%, working hard, 10%, even not the mind and the brain and the truth. So if you find the real way of acquiring, then you become someone like Elon Musk and them, or Jeff Bezos, and how you can create things. Oh. When we remove all the negativities of our life, like forgiveness, simplicity, stability, fearlessness, humbleness, and all goodness come in our life. My body be healthy, strong, mind pure and enlightened, soul divine and superb through your blessings and company. May all our senses be enlightened. May our heart have compassion and sympathy. May our words be amenable and fruitful of action. May our vision have love for entire creation. May we acquire all knowledge that level of feeling in you कि हमें सात्विक गुणों की प्राप्ति, क्षमा, सरलता, स्थिरता, निर्भीकता, अहंकार, शून्यता, सब अच्छे गुण हमारे संपत्ति बने. हमारा शरीर स्वस्थ तथा परिपुष्ट हो, मन सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत हो, आत्मा पवित्र सुंदर. आपके संस्पर्श से हमारी सारी शक्तियां विकसित हो. हमारे हृदय में दयाता, सहानुभूति हो, वाणी में मिठास हो, दृष्टि में प्यार हो. हमें बुद्धि या ज्ञान से परिपूर्ण करें. हमारी व्यक्तित्व महान तथा विशाल हो. दीननाथ दीनों के मन में विचरने वाले ईश्वर आपके चन्नान बिंदियों में हमारा जीवन अर्पित हो. इस अपने सेवा में लेकर हमें कृतार्थ करें. ईश्वर हमें कृतार्थ करें. So may we acquire that virtuous qualities, because that is the only way to find that energy form of you to communicate, not the negative side of it. That only distracts you, keeps removing you away. So it is in your benefit to have humility and goodness, compassion, helping others, softness in the way you live your life. It's good for your health, your mind, and eventually for your connection to that real form that you are, the creative form. तीसरा अर्थ है शुद्धमसि बुद्धमसि मुक्तमसि निरंजनोस्मि. आप शुद्ध पवित्र हो, कंप्लीट. हमें शुद्ध करो, हमें पवित्र करो. हम संकल्प करें, हम साधना करें, पुरुषार्थ करें, अभ्यास करें, विवेक हमारे लिए आया.
the level of intelligence to discriminate between right and wrong. Tattwamasi aham brahma jaisi sachidanand sankalp mokshu shakti ritam. So that level of purification and sincerity and perfection. तो शरीर से जो तामसिक स्थिति इनर्शिया नेगेटिविटीज है ना अपने आप धीरे धीरे दूर होने लगेगी आपकी जो टेस्ट बड्स है द लेवल ऑफ थिंकिंग लेवल ऑफ केयरिंग अबाउट ट्रू केयरिंग अबाउट एनिमल्स not for the showpiece how you love creation animals plants human beings that comes deep inside a lot of people have no sense of it they're just doing it only for the purpose of their own again selfish reason. So that level of compassion from inside, if you develop it. So tamasic negativity or rajasic or sensual attachment, 60, 70,000 thoughts that come in our day. That peace, nishkam karam is called. Then you can acquire the purity and cleanliness of your soul, your spirit, that drive inside there, which from many, many births has got impressions created, or sanskar. But this lifetime can actually help you remove or get beyond it. तो अविद्या अस्मिता राग द्वेष अग्निवेश मृत्यु का भय उल्टा ज्ञान लगाओ बदले की भावना सब समाप्त हो हमारी बात की कप श्लेष्मा की प्राप्ति हो जागृत से स्वप्न शिक्षित की तुर्य अतुल्यतर भार्गव चेतना की प्राप्ति शब्द वाणी संकल्प ध्यान ज्ञान अल आकाश स्मृति आशा आत्मा परमात्मा तो लोकेशना प्रतिष्ठा जो विशेषता है सब चीज की फुलफिलमेंट और कहते यू लिव योर लाइफ मैत्री भाव करुणा मुदिता उपेक्षा की प्राप्ति देन यू नो दिस 5 levels of planes of your physical body अन्नमय कोश मनमय प्राणमय विज्ञान आनंदमय कोश की प्राप्ति यम नियम की प्राप्ति होती है अहिंसा सत्य आस्ति ब्रह्मचर्य अपनी संतोष तपस्या शुद्ध ईश्वर परिधान की प्राप्ति which is एकाग्र one focus चित्र दो मूल दो चित्र एकाग्र की प्राप्ति ये चित्र वृत्ति निरोधा सर्विकल से सर्विचार सर्वी से नरवी संप्रजा से संप्रजा सर्वगुण से निर्गुण सान सुष्मिता कैवल्य धारणा ध्यान समाधि धर्म लक्षण अवस्था की प्राप्ति संयम की प्राप्ति सिद्धि की प्राप्ति अद सिद्धि अनिमा महिमा गरिमा नरिमा महिमा प्राप्ति प्रकम्य स्तवा विस्तवा प्राण स्वरूप माता दुख हरता सुख प्रदाता ओम सत्यम ओम जानम ओम अनंतम ओम ब्रह्म ओम सत्यम ओम जानम ओम अनंतम ओम ब्रह्म ओम सत्यम ओम जानम ओम अनंतम ओम ब्रह्म ओम आनंदः ओम आनंद ओम आनंद मद चिकित्सा ओम तक्षुर्देहितं पुरुषार्थ प्रत्युत में शरदा शतम जीवे में शरदा शतम सूर्या में शरदा शतम प्रभा में शरदा शतम दीन श्याम शरदा शतात विश्वम शरदा शतात यज्जागृतो दूरमय दैवितं दूरमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरिक्तं तन्मे मनाक्षु संकल्पमस्तु ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनां मृत्युर्मुक्षमामृतात् ओम तेजोमसि तेजोमयि बलमसि बलमयि ओजोमसि ओजोमयि वीरमसि वीरमयि ओम सहोमसि सहोमयि ओम तनुपाग्नेसि तनुवमे पायि वृचोदाग्नेसि वृचो में देहि ओम तनोमा तनुमम्मा भवतु मा ओम तमेव माचत पित तमेव बन्धुशिखा तमेव विद्या द्रविणं तमेव सर्वं देव देव ओम विश्वानि देव सवितर्देवतानि पराश्रया यद्भद्रन्तन्नाश्वा ओम हिरण्यगर्भासमवर्षिताग्रे भूतस्य जातापतिरेख्यासु सदा धारयति तदिन्द्रियाणि कृष्णै देवाय हरिशापि देवम् उम्यात्मदा बलदा यश्च विश्वोपास्य पश्यं यश्च देवा यस्य छायामृतं यश्च मृत्युं कृष्णै देवाय हरिशापि देवम् ओम प्रजापतिर्देवता नन्ने विश्वा जातानि सरिता भागव कामास्ते जो मस्तनोस्तुभं शाम करो रहिनाम नींद देवजापित विचरिरा नीलपा सवितम नीलनाका यो अंतरिक्षे रजशो विमान कृष्ण देवाया हविषा विधेमम ओम सन्नो बद्रजनिता सविदाता धाम विदे द्वेनानि विश्व यत्र देवाम शाना शहिते धाम नद्रदेवता तुम अग्नि ने सुतारा स्मान विश्वानि देव वैनानि विद्वान यदस्मज्जौरान् मेनो भूष्यान्ते नमः किं विधेम ओम भगवते वासुदेवाय नमः ओम पुष्पं वन्दे चतुर्गुरु यामे धाम देवगणा पितरस्तो पाश्वे वन्दे दयाग्निमीडाविरक्ति ओम नमो शंभवाय च नमो भवाय च नमः शंकराय च मस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ओम शन्नो मुक्ताय शन्वरुणा शन्नो हरिको हरिमा शन्नो बृहस्पति शन्नो विष्णु कुमार नमो ब्रह्मे नमः तमेतुच्चं ब्रह्मादि तमेतुच्चं ब्रह्मादि स्वामी रिक्तं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि कर्ममोऽस्तु तद्वाक्तरामोऽस्तु औतु मामोऽस्तु वाक्तराम् ॐ शन्नदेवी रविष्टया आपो भवन्तु पीते शन्नो रवि शर्वन्तु नः ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु ॐ स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो बृहद्देवाशा स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नष्टाशर्यो अरिष्टनेमि स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्दधातु न ॐ सहना भवतु सहना भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ दीनातक्तेना भुजिता ॐ यथा पिण्डे तथा ब्रह्माण्डे तथा ब्रह्माण्डे था पिण्डे ॐ कुर्युवाहि कर्माणि विजय विषयतां समायो त्वयि नानुतिथि अस्ति न कर्मणि प्रतिनवे ॐ अस्तु मा सत्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युमा अमृतं गमय ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति अन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरात्मा शान्ति देशभय शान्ति वनस्पति शान्ति विश्वे देवा शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्ति शनिगुण शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति क्षम शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
आदमी का क्या भाई
कृपा बना रहे भैया thank you for joining see you next week happy Father's Day Pitra Devo Bhava okay so God said God can't be present in the entire universe so he sent himself as a father and a mother okay so always respect your parents they'll always be guided in your life so Pitra Devo Bhava thank you see you next week